Hello and
flame and fire and brimstone.
welcome to
Bring the heat down under.
Middle
England
Please
versus the
Umpire
Australians.
Ashes
We
preview.
will be
I'm Miles Jupp.
victorious, and I'm Mogwood.
This is a little bonus episode. It's a kind of preview of the Ashes, and also, I imagine,
Ashes,
a collection of
burn the bales,
inane
lift
oddities,
the urn.
quite sexy tangents.
England again.
England. England,
Top 7 batsmen.
two teams.
Bowlers aplenty.
Two teams.
Wickets.
One ball.
Runouts.
6 stumps.
Maybe a stumping.
Probably some spares in case of damage.
The crowd.
The noise.
Barmy army.
The food.
England.
Where we come from.
You're the convicts over there.
Our hick, mate. That is a sort of our summary of what the Ashes is like, really. It's sort of culturally. Those are just some of the noises we've all got to look forward to.
Oi, oi, oi.
Can't believe you're going there for months. It must be absolutely miserable. Anyway, let's have a little chat about the Ashes.
Welcome back for part 2.
It's part 2, and this time we're talking about a little cricket series called The Ashes. Heard of it, Woody? You know its origins? Remember when it started?
Yes.
When was that?
1877.
1877. You are absolutely right, and with no prompting.
They burn the bales,
That's
put
right.
it in the little urn,
And there was
starting the Ashes.
the Ashes.
Do you know what I wanted to ask you about? So, like I seen the other day, there was something about rugby league. England are playing Australia, and they're calling that the Ashes.
Yeah,
So that's not
no. I saw that on a billboard.
to do with the urn, isn't it?
Yeah, but maybe
So when we play Australia, anything like football, rugby, is it always the Ashes now?
I
Or
guess.
have they just jumped on that?
I guess, yeah. I mean, in a way, I quite
Doesn't that
like
look-
it as a shorthand for describing.
England versus Australia.
But I don't know. You wouldn't call it like. Well, if we were drawn against Australia, say in football, the very early rounds of a football tournament, they wouldn't call it like the football Ashes, and they would have the same thing. But rugby league, I guess it's where two teams where there's of equal prominence and power. I don't mind it as a shorthand, to be honest. But the eye is drawn by the word Ashes, and then underneath it says rugby league. You think, oh, it's something completely different. But maybe
It's a headline catcher.
it's exactly that. But I think it should be. I mean, presumably it's not been trademarked.
What do you think the headline will be from this podcast? Jupp says England will demolish Australia.
The headline, and this will be Mark Wood quietly confident. That's
I've used that a lot lately, haven't I?
yeah.
How else could I go about saying that?
Mark Wood loudly bashful. Oh, don't look at me. Something like that, I suppose, because there was a lot of headlines today when I was reading the cricket reports about Mark Wood being quietly confident. So I
Well, I don't want to be out there and jinx it and
yeah, I think that's right.
and look
Well,
arrogant.
the sort of phony war, the kind of trash talking bit.
You don't want to look arrogant, do you? You want to be...
If you're Stuart Broad, you can go, yeah, this is the weakest people we've seen since 10, 11 or whatever. But I think if you're
But I
playing,
actually don't believe that either.
I think if you're playing it,
Do you believe that?
I honestly
Stop.
think
Hazelwood, Cummins, Lyon, that's a great attack.
no. When you put it like that, they sound absolutely terrifying. But that said, you're a fine attack, Stokesy, who we just saw batting in the marquee.
Why do you keep calling him your mate Stokesy now? Why do you keep saying my mate Stokesy?
I didn't say my mate Stokesy.
You thought it. I could see it in the eyes.
And
you've written down my mate Stokesy there.
That's absolutely not true. So this is photographic evidence of a crime that you committed using, I hope, sun cream. What was your earliest experience of Ashes cricket as a viewer, as a fan?
Mine would have been Gough.
94.5?
Yeah, well, no, I was too young then. I would have said Gough, charging in it.
97?
Yeah. At Melbourne when he got the hat-trick, or when he was playing the home series and he knocks over the left-hander top of the stumps.
97 was a home series. 94-5 obviously would have been over a winter. Were you young enough to, or are you old enough to remember Nasser Hussain's double 100?
I've seen, obviously, clips of it, but I didn't watch it live, obviously.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. I genuinely watched him reach his 200 looking through this really dates it, but I was looking through the window of a Rumbelows on an East Midlands high street watching the cricket, which makes me sound like I'm 77 as opposed to my actual.
Do you know what I was about like them games and stuff as well? It's like fans running on the field at the end of the game and then like the players sprinting off to try and get off.
When I first went to tests, the first test I went to was 1993 Oval tests. Remember who captained England in that game? Michael Atherton. And when the game finished, you could walk out on there and you could just stand. The presentation ceremony happened in the pavilion, and you sort of gathered underneath, sort of looking up at it. It was absolutely fantastic. Whereas now, of course, that's all.
So when
But do you think that would frighten you?
Yeah, well, I mean,
if you were,
well, how was the view for you? So Athos comes out the balcony, the clouds part, the sun comes on top of his head,
and then you just can't, you can't see anything, and then he ascends. Yeah.
So you floated above the balcony, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm not sure he needed a balcony. The others did. But those sort of summers, the cricket seemed at the time to be sort of hard, a kind of brutality to it. But having been sort of up close to the days,
Stewie
with his collar up,
what was your Ash's memory? Because I remember Stewie thinking
collar up, chest out, yeah, and then the twiddle, that glorious, that twiddle of the bat, and then that thing where he'd line up, right hand, left hand, yeah, and also that thing he'd do like a sort of the lower half.
And I'm thinking about the Ashes. I also think of like as you keep going through, you can think of moments quite like Butcher's like 108, like
Butcher 173.
Yeah.
Was it 173? Yeah, it was 173. And that might also have been at Headingley.
It was Headingley, yeah.
So
I remember him cutting Gillespie and McGrath against the wall. Remember Headingley used to have that old like brick wall.
Well, I got into cricket in 93, so I then got hold of loads of cricket books. So I from the library, I got out a sort of tour diary of the 1991 thing, which would have been to people like Gower, that would have been Atherton's first Ashes.
I remember jumping up when Harmy got a wicket in the Ashes away. He got Steve Waugh, I think, caught behind, but it was a no ball. I remember like jumping up and he peppered Steve Waugh and he was all over him. Then he nicked them off, and I think Hussain gives it like the big that's like pointing, and then and then
there's another.
And then Hussain's like got his hands on his hips.
When you were little, if Harmy was playing in the Ashes, would you have it on in the clubhouse? Would you all watch it together?
Clubhouse, yeah. Especially the home one.
Yeah.
But when it was away, like I'd stay up late with my dad and we'd watch it on the we'd pay for it on the telly and we'd stay up late, and like my dad would then go to work the next day looking like a zombie, but it was like a great thing to do with my dad and watch Harmy play and stuff.
Because when I was first into it, we would win basically one test.
But we knew people, like obviously from Ashington, Harmy, we knew Harmy's family and friends, and that they would be going out there and like hearing little stories.
And you'd wait to sort of spot them on telly.
The coach that was my coach is also Harmy's coach. They couldn't get in a hotel one night, so Harmy on the test match let them sleep in his room, and because he had an internet connecting room with his family, he moved all of his family into just his room, and let them sleep in the connecting room next door. So it's like stories like that.
Seems absolutely gold. We'd often win maybe the last test of a dead rubber. Or 97, we won the first test.
I know Australia haven't won a series in our country for a while.
No, but they've won a lot of games.
But that's what I'm saying. When we go to Australia, it feels like we haven't won a lot of matches. Well, I know we've won a series before they've won a series here, but it seems to be like we've got beat a lot in game, like in terms of in games. And then the series over here, they've been closer in games.
But this sort of stuff you might think about like at a moment like now or in a run up to a series. But when you're playing it, can you clear it?
I don't feel anything now. I don't feel anything. Like I feel focused on the job in hand. Like whatever's gone before,
that's all gone. You can be.
There's nothing I can do to influence that.
But is there also, that seems like you've been doing kind of mindful techniques or
not
whatever.
Really. It's just I know what's in front of us.
Yeah.
I know what I've got to do to.
And that's the focus.
Yeah, and I know how this team wants to play. I know the method. Yeah. I know what the captain and coach want from me and others.
That's because people talk about clear messaging to the point where you start thinking, oh, it's just a phrase people use. But does it make a real difference?
If I think back to 2000, 2003, 2007 in Australia where we've got Hamad, how is that helping me? I may think of like a certain ball I would do, like what did Goff do well when he got them wickets, or you know, how did Harmy bowl so well at Steve Waugh? Like, that might be little bits of it, but I'm not thinking, what am I picking the bones out of 4-0 or it's pointless.
Yeah. And it's not your series, and it's got to be the sort of now. And I guess also that.
And I'll use a bit of experience from the last time I was there, even though we got hammered. I'll still use my experience of, right, okay, what did I feel worked? What didn't work? How can I?
What even about the time that you spent
How
playing?
can I deal with the crowd?
So like the club cricket that you played there.
Yeah.
Is that now a youthful experience, or is
100%.
even though it was much lower level of you than?
Yeah, it was vitally important. And I think going into the Ashes, I'll use a bit of that as well. Like how, you know, I found the Aussie public, how I got up with people, how much they love that cricket, anything I learned from that competitiveness. And if that helped mold me in a little bit, you know, I still think of Palm Beach, Currumbin as a second home. Like every time I go there, I feel instantly at home, and the people there were absolutely amazing. And as much as there's a rivalry between England and Australia, the people there were fantastic.
But also for you,
They reminded me of home, actually.
But you are quite a homeboy, and I think the idea then going all the way over there. How old were you when you went over to Australia to play club?
18.
Yeah, I mean that must have been extraordinary.
Yeah, well, I'm not ashamed to admit it now. Like I was too. I guess I wasn't grown up enough. You know, my mom still would help me out with, you know, washing, cooking and stuff. Like I could cook a tiny bit. I could, you know, wash a tiny bit, but I didn't know how to look after myself really.
And it was called Palm
Beach Currumbin was my club.
And did you have access to broth there?
No.
So that must have been a very difficult time for you.
Yeah, but the club were fantastic. So the club would put meals on every Tuesday and Thursday at training.
So those would be your eating days.
They would be my eating days, and then the other days was filled with beans on toast or
Vegemite,
jam on toast.
Did you have to do?
No, I wouldn't conform to their stuff. It would.
No, that's because then they've already won, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, as a team, then you get together in New Zealand.
Yeah.
That's the actual Ashes squad will convene in
Most
New
of
Zealand.
them, so the bowlers will, not the batsmen. The
Just
batsmen
the
meet
birds.
tonight. Yeah.
So you're having
So some of the batters, like Harry Brook, for example, who's captain of the one-day team, will be there. Joe Root will be there. But, you know, the test batters who don't go will meet us in Perth.
And that's, I mean, I was going to say that's where the serious stuff started.
What do you think?
It's where it started.
What's your, like...
Well, it's a new stadium, isn't it, Perth?
Have you had a chance to go there? Or?
I've never been. I've only been to New South Wales. I've been to the SCG. I went on a tour of the
Great
SCG.
ground there, isn't it?
Absolutely fantastic ground. It's also an Aussie rules ground, isn't it? I went on a tour.
Well, a lot of them are, aren't there? A lot of MCG's Aussie rules as well, isn't it?
I couldn't tell you. The Gabba obviously is the one that's got that sort of. Is that the one with the dressing ground? Dressing rooms.
Yeah.
SCG. I went on the stadium tour and it was fantastic. I was the only person on it. And
a lot of the
said, can we just do cricket?
Big balls, aren't there?
Well, there's ones that are huge and
they're like huge balls, and then like the dress rooms are like under the. And
there'll be sort of 90,000 seats.
Yeah, MCG's the same. Like you come up out of like, it's a bit like, how would you describe? Like
gladiator.
So that you come down low and you come up high to the light, and then out of the crowd, and then you're onto the ground. So everything's like Brisbane's the same, down low, up through the steps, up onto the ground. Perth is very much the same. So it almost.
Well, how much? Who's actually played at this new Perth ground?
I played there.
Well,
I played the first ever match there. So on that ground was Kingdom Lions versus the WA T20.
WAWI?
Scorchers. So
Perth Scorchers, yeah.
Yeah. So we played against them. That was the first match.
Because the old Perth, we used to sell England tender bowlers a yard too short because
we played the game against Afghanistan there in the World Cup, T20 World Cup. I've played against Australia, T20s there. It's a fast pitch.
Is it worth picking a spinner at Perth?
Well, yeah.
It's always worth it, I suppose, if they can.
It's for balance, isn't it? I mean, I don't know what they'll do, but
well, it's not your decision to make.
No, but I think you
turn up, you drink broth, you bowl fast.
I don't think you go into Perth and go, we're definitely not playing a spinner. Put it that way. I think you have to assess conditions, look at what's worked there, what hasn't, which they'll do all of that.
Now, the last Ashes series at home, you made a big impact, not just with the ball, but with your batting. You and Wokesy finished off a game. You scored vital quick runs.
Yeah.
Have you been working on your batting?
Not loads. I've been trying to get my body in a position to play, and fitness-wise, I've done a little bit of batting.
When you get to New Zealand, do you think you'll have some time for?
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I haven't had time now. It's just that my focus has been on fitness and bowling and trying to get up to speed there. I've done a little bit of batting and feel okay, but
Who do you like lining up in the nets? When you're in the nets with someone, who is it that comes?
the bowler,
Yeah, who do you think? Right, it's party time now.
Miles Chubb.
If I barely get it down the other end. I would have been so terrified when we were in that marquee, we call it the marquee, the indoor bit. If you tossed at one point the ball, you said Juppy. I thought, oh no, he wants me to bowl a ball. I would have been absolutely beside myself.
What would you have gone with, seam or spin?
Seam off about spin off about 4 paces.
Well,
I don't bowl it.
Seth.
I don't bowl it fast enough to actually sort of. I bowl off the left foot and then I sort of stay there. I don't really.
You haven't got to fall through.
There's not enough momentum in my bowling action to take me over. Yeah. I think it is genuinely because of like reading old cricket books where there'd be a really good photo of a fast bowler and the motion that they would be in, really good dramatic photo of somebody delivering the ball. I would think, oh yeah, that they must stay there for ages. Otherwise, how would there be time to take a photo? There's no thing. Yeah, exactly. So it would be for ages.
Thanks for watching Middle, please.
Yes, during our still period. I have organised, Woody. Oh no, actually, where are you most looking forward to going to in
because
Australia?
that's near Palm Beach,
Yeah.
Drummond. So I get to see some friends and people there. So I'm most looking forward to Brisbane. But I think the first game is obviously it's going to be like because the build up and this time English fans can come over because of COVID and stuff. So I think
So it's 21st of November is the first game.
Yeah.
Calendar month after the start of the NBA season, of course.
and a month and a half after the Conquer season.
Is that
They came early this year.
what was your best conquer?
Well, there was a little storm. Remember, there was a storm came over.
The lot came down.
Yeah, and it knocked them over. It was like, have you seen Ice Age, the film?
Many times.
When the squirrel collects the nut, that's basically what I was like. I was obsessed.
Your family going to come out to Australia?
I hope so. It's still up in the air at the minute, but I hope so. That would be great for them to come. But
Where's the nicest place for people to visit?
it depends what you're after. They're all different. I think Perth is very. I mean, one of my favorites was Hobart. It was like it's a bit cool. That's a bit more English, but it's like there's a harbour and stuff. But of course, we're not playing games there. But Perth, very like cafe, relaxed beach.
Yeah.
It's quite quiet. That's lovely.
Because if you look at it on a map, you think, oh, that's quite isolated, isn't it? It's all the way out there.
I mean, Melbourne and Sydney are the ones where everybody will say go to, but
Yeah.
I'm not massively into cities. I prefer being out a little bit. So, like Brisbane, you can go to the Sunshine Coast or the Gold Coast, and it's beautiful. So, I prefer the sort of beachy areas.
Now, Woody, I have prepared. It's raining here in Loughborough. I hope we'll have no rain when you get to Australia. I prepared a little Ashes quiz, Woody. It's 12 questions, which is it's a dozen, isn't it?
Two of us.
Two overs, or 2 sets and 2 balls in 100 parlance. But in fact, it's a baker's dozen because there's a bonus question. But I think in terms of the stakes, what I want to do, Woody, so that you're not just playing for the fun of it, but it's a bit serious. What I've got given some things recently that you like. These are called Ferraro Rocher. And I thought what I would do is I'd line up 12 of these, right? One.
But we're there. By the way,
I know it's not. Yeah, you're going to say, why isn't it full?
these ones, yeah.
I ate them. I had this already in the house. I didn't buy this for today. I had it already in the house. I didn't think, I get Woody a gift. And he
Can I? Right, I can't have this.
What?
There's a way of eating Ferrero Rocher.
This is like racking snooker.
And you can't have it. It's uneven. So let me just 1, 2, 3, 4.
I am going to take them out again
5. Why?
because I've got the.
6.
I'm going to
7. How many?
12.
So I need 5 more.
5
So
more.
it starts to get a little bit tricky.
Maybe take from the edge.
And 1 more.
Right. How are you going to do that then? That's perfectly symmetrical.
I'm just going to deliberately get one wrong.
Well, it doesn't work like that.
Okay, let's get them.
I tell you what. Maybe
one from the top and 5 in arrows.
I tell you what. We'll leave all in there, and that's that goes to the bonus question. Right. I'll just put this here behind.
I can have all of them if we get the bonus right.
All of them, we get the bonus right. So what we'll do? No. Right. You need to do a level 3 coaching course, and what you need to do is workshop an experience where you get some manners. Every time you get one right, you get the Ferrero Rocher.
Okay.
Guess who gets it? If you get it wrong,
Nathan.
close,
Charlie.
less close.
Louis. Stokesy's hat.
My mate Stokesy. No, I get it, Woody. Okay, so you get and I get. So there's 12 to play for, Woody.
Okay.
And you have to eat them soon because you're not allowed to import food of any kind in New Zealand and Australia. Am I correct? Okay, this is cool. I've called this because I always put a lot of effort into titles. It's called Woody's Ashes Quiz. It's good. Right. Who took the wicket? This is question number 1. Who took the wicket that enabled England to retain the Ashes in 2015? Who took the wicket?
Me.
You're absolutely correct. Full name?
Mark Andrew Wood.
Mark Andrew Wood. Okay, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Okay, right, very good. I was just going to keep mine. I'm not going to eat mine, because I'll get...
Oh, no, that one's still got water in. No, man.
Right. Who bowled, this is question number 2, who bowled the final delivery of the 2005 Ashes series? Who bowled the final delivery of the 2005 Ashes series? And you're not allowed to speak with your mouth full. Or pick your nose on camera.
Stephen James Harmison.
Yes. You're going to get a mad sugar rush here. Okay. Which Englishman, this is question number 3, Woody. Which Englishman scored 3 double hundreds in Ashes tests?
Michael Vaughan.
Wally Hammond. Number 4, Harold Larwood took the most wickets for England in the 31-32 series, also known as Bodyline. How many was it? Now, I'll give you a clue here. It's a really good number.
33.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Ricky Ponting captained Australia in 19 Ashes tests. He lost 3 series, but how many of the 19 tests did he win? I'm weighing up my second Ferraro Rocher right now. Interesting. You were saying earlier the thing about, they won this series or that series, but actually the sheer number of games won. So how many of the 19, you might say he's got a bad record in terms of number of series lost, but of the 19 Ashes tests he captained, how many did he actually
One more
win?
than half, 10.
It was very close. It was 8. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Right. How many centuries did Michael Atherton make in Ashes tests?
0.
1. Sydney in 1991. It was his only one. It was very early in his career. Whose best bowling figures currently in Ashes test are 6 or 37?
Me.
Nathan Lyon. No, I'm joking. No, it's you. It's very much you. In the 2010-11 Ashes series, Alistair Cook scored the most runs for England, 766, as everyone knows. Who took the most wickets for England? I'll have to hurry you.
So it would be Tremlett, Broad, Anderson, Bresnan play there?
And Finn?
Finn, yeah.
There's 5 Ferrero
Bresnan.
Rocher remaining. There are 4
Who was it?
remaining.
Who was it?
Doesn't matter who it was. What matters is that you didn't get the Ferrero Rocher. No, it was Jimmy Anderson.
Was it?
24 wickets.
And I said Jimmy as well.
Yeah. In fact, you did say him, just not as an answer. It's very, very sad. Question 9. 2005. One of the great series. Harmison to Kasparich. Caught behind by Geraint Jones towards the end of the great test.
Bowden. Thank you.
Who was the umpire that was called it? Gave it out to Bowden. Correct. Very good. You preempted the question there. How many have you now eaten? Quite a lot. Okay. You're driving after this? You're driving after this?
What?
No. Okay.
What?
Yep.
Come on.
Have you got this now?
Come on.
Okay. These are no words, just sort of noisy vibes. Right. Quietly. This is the opposite. This isn't quite. This is noisy confidence. You've shed your cloak of.
La 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 la. Next question. Let us go.
I've just got to read my handwriting.
Put the foil in my drink. Will I die of foil poisoning? It's fine.
It's fine. I presume they don't wrap Ferrero Rocher in poisonous foil, or after a while they go. Weird the way people keep dying after eating Ferrero Rocher. Perhaps we should investigate.
Come on.
No. What, messing about.
Come on. Next.
If we don't follow rules, society breaks.
Mike Braley.
Put it back. Wood, put it back.
Who was the only person who hit a 6 first Ashes ball? Mark Wood, Ian Botham.
No, put it back. Is this the way?
Walk in the beast. I'm ready.
Is this the way you behave if Ben Stokes is telling you what to do?
Sorry, Captain. Jupster.
That's enough now. Botham's heroics, of course, in Headingley 81. He scored a half century in the first innings, 149 not out in the second innings. What were the 2 scores that he made in the previous test, which was at Lord's?
Duck.
Correct. Very good. The 23 Ashes series, which England batter had the best strike rate? I can tell you what the strike rate was. It was 129.68. Which English batter had the best strike rate in the 2023 Ashes?
Was it me?
Is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is a great game.
I've done pretty well, actually. Yeah. Again, another 2023 question. Ashes stumping controversy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure you remember it. You weren't there, were you?
Jonathan Marbasso, Cameron Green, Alex Carey. Thank you.
Like the question for the benefit of listeners, the batter was Bairstow, the keeper was Carey, who was the bowler. And so we're left with the bonus question. Can you list Michael Afton's scores in the 1993 Ashes series? Can you list Michael Afton's scores
What does that mean?
during the 19...
Well, I've got to give an exact score.
Yeah, just the 12 different innings that he scored in the 1993 Ashes series. Remind me the year you were born?
1990.
Right, so you'd have been 3. By then, you're quite sentient, beginning to take information in, learning some manners.
Do you know them?
Little in evidence today. Sorry?
Do you know them?
So that, well, maybe. Let's just hear what your answers are, and then I'll see if I can help you.
16.
11 more. Right.
27.
So 16, 27. Yeah. Next.
Are they right?
No, I'm just going to let you keep going till you get one right.
48.
Next.
63. 1, 2, and 32.
19, 25, 18, 99, 9, 11, 55, 63, 72, 28, 50, and 42. You did guess 63 at one point. I can't believe you've done it. Well done.
Yes!
There you go. So you got the bonus question right by accident, frankly. Will you not litter, please?
Mm-hmm.
This is a centre of excellence.
Yep. I'll put them up.
Talking of excellence, I went in to use the lavatory between part 1 and part 2. Whoever was in the cubicle before me, not exhibiting excellence, he'd failed to flush. And I would say, not only had he failed to flush, well, perhaps the reason he failed to flush is that he's dehydrated because very, very close to apple juice.
That'll be 7 on the scale.
Yeah. Who would that have been?
Stokes. Ben Andrew.
Well, I've got a word against him.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, my God. For the benefit of the tape, at this point in the recording, Mr. Jupp tried to throw a Ferrero Rocher into the mouth of Mr. Wood. Mr. Jupp aimed an overarm throw from quite a short distance and yet still managed to strike Mark Wood and one of his top incisors extremely hard. The ricochet rebounded and landed behind a filing cabinet, where it may well now remain. Oh, no, I didn't think that had already... I'm sorry. Sorry, will you...
What happened to the gentle class?
Don't know, sorry. Oh, my God, what did I come down behind the radiators?
Don't waste them.
Sorry, I've actually lost that. You still recording the in and out for you? Yeah, that's fine. This is good stuff. Sorry, that absolutely flew off one of your incisors. Sorry, Willie, I don't know what I was thinking. I think we can call it direct hit. You're right.
Right. Nathan, this only now equates to we have to even this up. I get a ball. Every time he messes this up, I get a ball off my full run up at him.
Oh, come on. I actually can't. I threw that so hard. I don't know what I was thinking. I actually can't find it. Whose office is this?
It's the management's. Rob Key, Brendan McCullum, Andrew Flintoff.
All people I think were quite happy with it. Even out of the wrapper. I honestly don't know where that went. Oh, yeah.
I think it's in the back of my neck. You threw it that hard.
The contracts.
That looks uneven.
Well, okay.
It wasn't even.
This is absolutely out of control.
You're not throwing any more.
Sorry, listeners, we've had to abandon that because I threw it really hard at Woody, hit him in the tooth. I've lost a Ferrero Rocher.
And I've lost the tooth.
Have you really? Did it hurt? I wish I'd
I can't really. Wait, let's just finish.
Right, okay, we'll finish the podcast. Sorry, that was absolute chaos. And there's no excuse for it. Woody, on behalf of the people of Britain, I wish you best of luck. Woody, on behalf of all citizens of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, I wish you great success visiting our sister country, Australia. I hope you show them what's what. I hope you bowl incredibly fast, and I hope you bring home a trophy, and more than that, I hope that you cover yourself in glory.
Thank you.
Thank you, baby Yoda. That's great. Right, Woody, have a great time out there, and thank you for having us at the Centre of Cricketing Excellence. And I think as a token of our thanks to our generous host today, I have left them an unwrapped Ferrero Rocher under one of the desks because it's nice to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed for listening to our frankly bizarre Ashes preview. It's good fun for you to come out of your comfort zones, not just do sort of tedious things organised for you by the press office. And I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Woody, have a good time out there. And thank you for writing in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, if that's what you're doing. Quite new to us, this technology. It's very hard not to just stare at the camera, isn't it, when it's there? Give a little bit of side eye.
Yeah, and I really look forward to getting my teeth back after the Ferrero Rocher throw. I'll see you in Australia.
Apologies.
Oh, should be taken and is taken. Brilliant from Mark Wood. What a spell this has been.